A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Man, it's been probably about a week since I last sat in this chair, but I am here this morning. I am here. And we're going to be taking a look at the game that was played last night between TKR and Barbados Royals. We're also going to talk some track and field. We see where a couple of our Caribbean athletes, they did extremely well on the Diamond League circuit yesterday. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. All right, let us start off here with this CPL game. Was a very interesting game last night. It went back and forth. Barbados was in the ascendancy, TKR in the ascendancy, Barbados in the ascendancy, TKR took over and eventually got across the line. So TKR won the game by 2 wickets with 1 ball to spare. It was an entertaining game. Barbados batted first. They were unable to really put a big total on the board. They got 156 for 7. Yes, 156 for 7. Captain Rahman Powell finally coming through and getting some runs for his team. He scored a half century. He got 59 from 38. Yeah, man, 59 from 38. Batting down the order. But let me just go from the top first. Raheem Cornwall and Quinton de Kock, they opened. Unfortunately for Raheem Cornwall, it was another game where he was dismissed without scoring. He was removed first ball by Akil Hussein. Quinton de Kock stayed there for a little period. He got 39 from 21, 3 fours and 2 sixes at a strike rate of 185.71. Alec Arthanes, he also didn't last too long. 2 balls, he faced 2 balls. Akil Hussein also made sure that he didn't stay there, Rivaldo Clark getting an opportunity in the team. He made 18 from 24 with 1-4. So not, he was unable to really pin them down, if you want to put it that way, in the power play. Jason Holder, they also experimented with sending Jason Holder in. He also was removed without scoring. Sunil Narayan got him removed 4 deliveries. Rahman Powell, the captain, he came in after Jason Holder. He ended up, I don't know if the whole reason for sending Jason Holder before him was to protect him from the spin, protect Powell from the spin. But he ended up having to face around 5 overs of spin. He had to face Sunil Narayan and Sal Michael. He had to face both of them for a combined probably about 5 or so overs of spin. And he didn't do too badly. He rotated the strike and then he took on the pace. He ended up not out on 59 from 38, 2 fours and 5 sixes, strike rate of 155.26. But I have always said, if you're gonna play as a specialist batsman, I know that everybody have their weakness and stuff, but if you're there as a specialist batsman, you should be prepared to take on whatever the bowling is offering. You understand? Spin, pace, whatever. But we know that go already. But it was a very good knock by him, to remain not out on 59. David Miller, he made 19 from 13, 2 fours and 1 6. Maharaj 14 from 16. And Tikishan was left not out without scoring. Now, in terms of the bowling for TKR, Akil Hussein 4 overs, 29 runs, 2 wickets. Jaden Seals 4 overs, 43 runs. Terence Hines 4 overs, 50 runs. So you see a sort of similarity there. The seamers, they are the ones that went. Sunil Narayan 4 overs, 16 runs, 2 wickets. Sal Michael 4 overs, 13 runs, 3 wickets. So the spinners really had Barbados Royals in a chokehold. And the fact that Alec Arthanes got out early, you can imagine they just didn't cope too well with the spin. TKR, they lost their first 2 wickets quite early. Sunil Narayan, first ball, he went to Tikishani. Jason Roy made 9. Paris, the youngster, once again, looking to score some runs in the power play, but it was a bit on the slow side this time around. He got 35 from 40, 2 fours and 1 6, strike rate of 87. Definitely not what you want. Nicholas Puran, once again, it took the combined effort of 3 people to get Nicholas Puran out. Combine of 3 people to get Puran out. Ravman Paul taking a brilliant catch and having to throw it back in before he landed over the boundary. Jason Hola, completed the catch. But it was a good take by Ravman Paul, and at least he was cognizant of the fact that he had to put some power in the ball to get it to Jason Hola. Casey Carty, he made 32 from 21, 1 4 and 1 6. Puran's 35 came from 23 balls, 4 fours and 2 sixes, strike rate of 152. Karen Pollard, the captain, he came and looked to finish it, but he was removed. Naveen Ola bowled him for 3. Gus made 1. Akil Hussain once again showing that he is capable of wheeling the bat. He actually made 20 from 10. Terrence Hines 14 from 5 to make sure that they got across the line. Jaden C is 1 from 1, not out. Now, bowling for Barbados Royals, Tikishani 4 overs, 26 runs, 3 wickets. Jason Hola 3.5 overs, 45 runs, 1 wicket. Started off well, but then it tailed off. Naveen Olak 4 overs, 24 runs, 1 wicket. Maharaj 4 overs, 32 runs, 1 wicket. Obed McCoy 4 overs, also started off well, then a couple of runs in the back end, but he finished with 2 for 30 from his 4 overs. So TKR winning the game there by 2 wickets with 1 ball to spare. Shout out to TKR. All right, just before we go, let me talk a little bit of track and field. Yesterday we saw a couple of Caribbean athletes being victorious on the Diamond League circuit. So taking this from the Sportsmax website, it says the opening day of the Diamond League finals in Brussels on Friday was a triumphant one for the Caribbean athletes, right? Julian Alfred, Akeem Blake, Tajay Gale, and Paulino, that's Marlida Paulino. They all capped off their seasons as champions, showcasing their dominance on the global stage. So I want to say congratulations to the athletes. Julian Alfred, she was victorious. She actually won the 100 meter there. You understand? 10.88. Beating out a couple of good athletes like Dina Asher Smith, Shakir Richardson. So shout out to her. Jamaica's Akeem Blake, he also was victorious in the flat race, the 100. He ran 9.93 seconds to win. He had a couple of strong athletes in his race. Fred Curley, Christian Coleman. You understand? Those guys, they are pretty good. Simbini was also there. So good to see that he was able to secure victory. Paulino, she actually won in the 400 meter. She won in a time of 49.45 seconds. So, shout out to her. We also see Stefan McPherson, the Jamaican 400 meter runner. She, she actually will be retiring at the end of the season. She finished 4th in that final there. So, shout out to all of the Caribbean athletes. We are always happy when they go out and perform well. Gonna leave it right there. Big up.